Hello, hello. My name is Faith. So today I will be talking about net etiquette. Some people don't know what net etiquette is, but I feel like, in my opinion, that net etiquette is the way you express or conduct yourself in the internet space. It's very important because I always say that the internet does not forget. It will always haunt you somehow. So it's important, especially as students, to mind what you do on the internet. Because right now, actually, I remember one teacher telling us that we're using social networks for the wrong reasons. Now that we're in college or university, we should use our social networks or our accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, for important things. Because today, whenever a person wants to know about you, they don't actually have to really go to you. They only just have to type up your name and see what they find. So I'm going to be talking about some rules I feel like students should follow. This is according to Virginia Shea. So I feel like the rules are really worldwide. I feel like everybody can actually use these rules because I feel like reading through them, I'm like, okay, this can be helpful. Actually, I learned something. So the first rule is remember that they're human, because you need to always remember that, the other person's feelings. Like when you're expressing something, remember that you need to express in a way that you don't hurt other people's feelings. Rule number 2 is adhere to the same standards of behavior online that follow in real life. I feel like that's really good because I feel like in real life there's consequences to everything that you do. There's police. So in the cyberspace, not really. So I feel like if the cyberspace had to make some rules and actually implement consequences, I feel like maybe people will be more I don't know. I feel like there'll be more. They will just think before they do certain stuff, because I feel like because there's no consequences in the cyberspace, people just think that they can do whatever they want to do. Rule number 3: know where you are in the cyberspace. This is really important because I feel like rules apply in different rules apply in different places. So as a student, you need to know, okay, this space over here, I cannot do this. I cannot maybe be informal or be just being informal. Like the word informal, it should say it all. And then at the same time, you know that this person needs to be formal. I need to present myself in a certain way. So what you say and how you say it might be different in different places in the cyberspace. And then rule number 4 is respect other people's time and bandwidth. Okay, when I read this, I didn't understand it, but then I read through it, and what it means is that, whenever you send something or post something, somebody has to see it. You want somebody to see it. You also want even feedback. So you need to remember, okay, if somebody's going to want to see it, if you want someone to see it, so that means that you have to, I would think that you have to make sure that whatever you're sending out is of value, that whenever the person reads it, they don't think, okay, I've wasted my time. So in other words, you need to respect other people's time, because they're going to be taking their time out of their personal life to actually read through whatever post or message, email that you have sent to them. And then rule number 5: make yourself look good online. This is so I don't know if it's a basic rule in the cyberspace that you want people to look at you in a good way, and you want also people to not judge you. Like the way you say things is quite important in the cyberspace. Don't just say stuff I don't know. I feel like if you want to say something, say it in a very professional manner, or don't be don't be too informal. I said this word before. And then rule number 6: share expert knowledge. This is quite hectic because I feel like in the cyberspace, like I said, the internet does not forget. So you need to always remember that whatever you you send, there's going to be someone who actually knows more about whatever you're talking about. So it's important that whenever you send something out to the world, into internet, that it's correct and it's confirmed, even though you might want to like put maybe I don't know, your opinion, but at the same time you need to make sure that it's correct, because I feel like putting out false theories or opinion, I mean, it might get back to you, so you don't want to put out something that's actually not correct. Rule number 7, it's help keep flame wars under control. Okay, that means that, you know, people always have an opinion. So how you address your opinion, how you present your opinion, it's quite important. Don't be aggressive about it, even though you feel extremely strongly, because it's an opinion and somebody else is not going to always agree with you. So it's important that you think about other people in that process. Like, don't be too, because I feel like sometimes when people express their feelings, they tend to like actually disregard other people's feelings, and then they actually put certain groups of certain individuals down and making them feel like they're not important. Everybody's important, everybody's opinion is important. So if you're going to be presenting your whatever opinion, just be really respectful towards other people's opinions as well. It's quite important. Rule 8, respect other people's privacy. This is also like a basic rule. It's super basic. Like, I feel like if people don't respect other people's privacy, I don't get that. I really don't. I feel like it's important that you understand that like, it's a violation. It's almost like it's still one of the rights, like respect. I had the right to privacy. People might not get that, but then I feel like it's quite important to respect other people's privacy. Don't, like, I don't know, there's a lot of ways you can like do it. Of course, you never dream of going through your college drawers, so naturally you wouldn't tend to read their emails. Don't read people's emails like their phones. I don't like it myself. Even my mom knows you cannot touch my phone. Maybe it's because she doesn't do that, but no, but then she wouldn't do that. I know she wouldn't like go through my phone. She'll never do that. It's not who she is. And then rule number 9 says don't abuse your power. This is a good one. This is a very good one. Don't abuse your power. It says here, some people in cyberspace have more power than others. They are wizards in maths and multimedia dungeons. So they say experts in every office and system, administrators in every system. So knowing more than others or having more power than they do does not give you the right to take advantage of them. For example, size admins should never read private emails. This is so true, because there's like in every like organizations like IT people, so it's important that if you're dealing with like 50 something, like someone's email or whatever, don't like go through their stuff. It usually kind of connects with respecting other people's privacy. So like, don't abuse, like whenever if you have access to something, don't abuse it, because yeah, we all know that there's always going to be someone that's more power. And then be forgiving of others' mistakes. That's rule number 10. That's true, because I feel like if I do a mistake, I want people to forgive me, especially in this, because people tend to attack because they're behind their phones, they're behind their computers, so they just go at you. So I feel like it's important that you kind of consider other people's feelings. Goes back to rule number 1, and just don't be rude and mean, and just respect them, because people always make errors. Like, okay, just want to say thank you. This was quite, actually I was very nervous to do this video, so thank you. Bye.